Hi, everyone. Welcome. This special Reclaim the Frame screening of The Lost Daughter, written and directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal. My name's Melanie. I'm the director of Bird's Eye View. We're a charity with a mission to champion women and non-binary filmmakers and to advocate for equity, diversity, and inclusion in cinema. And we do that through supporting films such as this in a network of cinemas across the UK under the project title Reclaim the Frame. You're in for a ride with The Lost Daughter. It's an incredibly suspenseful and powerful drama about obsession and guilt, memories and motherhood. I was really pleased to speak earlier today with Maggie Gyllenhaal, the writer and director. We speak of how she drew inspiration from Elena Ferrante's novel and about the importance of collaboration on set. So to introduce The Lost Daughter, let's hear from Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Hi, I'm Maggie Gyllenhaal. I'm the writer and director of The Lost Daughter. Thank you so much for being here at this Reclaim the Frame screening. I think that there are many actors who are really not just intelligent, but real full artists. And I found often when I was acting that I would kind of butt up against I don't know what, that it was difficult to get all of my ideas or even many of my ideas into whatever I was working on. And I remember reading that that Meryl Streep said that if you have an idea and you need something artistically as an actress, you have to ask for it with a spoonful of sugar. And I think she's absolutely right. I think that's the way you get what you need, but it takes a lot of energy. It's kind of like a lot of wasted energy, I think, that could be put somewhere else. And so on my set, I really didn't want anybody to have to do that, just, it's fine. I want your ideas. I want your whole strange, unusual self with all of the actors, but also with my DP and my editor and my production designer. I wanted it to be, a space where people could express themselves so that, especially with the actors, instead of watching someone pretend like they're learning something, you make a safe enough space. You can actually watch people learn something about themselves on screen, which I think is the most compelling thing. So it was very collaborative, and I think the performances in the film the actors are amazing. My experience with all of the books was similar in that I think she writes so honestly about the experience of being a woman in the world. In ways that I had never encountered before. And, I think we've made an agreement not to talk about, huge aspects of our experience, I think particularly as women in the world. And she broke the agreement. And to me, it was so kind of shocking and invigorating, hearing things that I didn't even know I felt, or I didn't even know I needed to hear. I didn't even know I thought, because we'd sort of so agreed not to talk and think about these things. I found it very both terrifying and invigorating and comforting to know that there was at least someone else who felt some of these things that I felt. I know I wasn't alone because her books were flying off the shelf all over the world. So I thought, what if instead of alone by ourselves, we could hear these truthful things, actually hear them, or actually see them on a screen in a communal way. Then it's really not a secret. And what if, in fact, you were sitting next to your mother or your husband or your daughter when these really truthful aspects of our lives were expressed? I thought that might be a really radical thing to try to do. we allow such a small spectrum of thoughts and feelings to be considered normal in relationship to mothering, in parenting in general. Obviously, people feel things outside of that, very narrow space. But I think often culturally we say they're ill or there's something wrong with them, they're aberrant, they're, or they're not a good mother. And I just don't believe that. I think parenting, maybe mothering in particular, I don't know, is inherently massive and will bring you to your knees. How could it not? It's a life growing inside you and then sucking on you. And I mean, utter massive shift. And also, there's no way to go into it as anything other than a beginner. So it's all about growing. It's about the baby growing and the child growing, but it's also about the parent growing, and growing hurts. So I guess what I'm saying is I had not seen the edges of my feelings about mothering expressed before. Including not just like the sort of sitcom version of like, I'm so tired and I have applesauce on my sweater and I'm walk into a wall, but I'm talking about like terror and despair and anxiety, as well as the like heart-wrenching kind of ecstasy. I'm talking about like all of it. I had one person in my life when I was a new mother who kept making me feel like the whole spectrum of my feelings was normal, was part of being alive. And I'm so grateful for her. And so I hope that, I hope that the film is comforting in that way, that it opens up a conversation about all of these feelings.